Hello and welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to continue my adventure by using Heroes of Adventure. And last time our group was in this hex. They found a tower. They were able to rest during the night, but they have found someone here, but um, we didn't define who it was. Uh, I've just decided that it wasn't uh, a threat for them. So let's see. Let's use this to generate an NPC, or if it's just one person. Is it a person? Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a creature that's not harmful. Maybe it's an animal. So let me just, maybe I can use the oracle for that, but let me see if I have a useful table for it. So I can roll on the random encounter table first, just to see. So let me roll a d20, and 4 is a level 4 monster. Now it's not going to be a monster, definitely. So maybe I can roll just a d10. Yes, I'm going to roll a d10. And 4 is a neutral NPC. Okay, it's exactly what I was looking for. So motivation is 18, survival. So a neutral NPC that is trying to survive. And his reaction is going to be very helpful. And complication could be bounty. Okay. Okay. I have an idea of who this person could be. Okay, someone that has been there is a bounty on his head. So he or she is hiding in this tower. And yes, this sounds good. This sounds really good. I'm not sure if it's a bad person or a good person, but I think it's someone that left the village to the north, fleeing from a threat. It would be great if I could link this to the to the to that. What is? We had this changeling, but the changeling was hunting someone from the city. It couldn't be this guy. Okay, but this guy did something wrong in the village. I'm not sure what he did, but we find this guy hiding on this tower. This tower is I would say it's not in a good shape. It's really old. It's just some ruins of a tower, but it's a perfect place to hide. And I can, maybe now that I have these, I could go to the NPC table just to see. This is the level. I'm not sure how strong this guy would be, but let's just roll. But maybe I will not get this result. Let's see. 2, it's a common person. Okay, yeah, it matches. So this guy is desperate. 1, 2, 3 is a guy. 4, 5, 6 is a man. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3 is a guy. 4, 5, 6 is a woman. So 3 means that is a man. And this guy, although he's a common guy, so he was brave enough or coward enough to flee the village and walk to this tower by himself, alone. Or is he alone? Is he alone? This is a question, because maybe there are more people here with him. Maybe it's a group of people. So I will use the fate table to see if there is more people. 50%. So I'm just going to roll one die instead of 2d20. So is he alone? 5. And the answer is no. So we have more people. I do not know how many, but I would say I will roll 2d6, and I will get the lowest number. And of course, if it is 1, I will just say it's 2. Okay, so the lowest number actually is 5. So we have 5 people here. So I will not generate 5 NPCs. They are 5 common people, and I could have their names. I could generate names here for them, but maybe I will just roll one, the guy that is I would say the leader of this group, and he is called Fulk. F-U-L-K. Fulk. Okay, let me just write here. Fulk is the leader of these guys that flee from the city. And let's get a feature for this group. Let's see, or for this guy. 13 is small and skinny, and 7 could be polite or courteous. Okay, polite. It's easy for me to say this word. So a skinny guy, but a polite guy. And maybe I could roll for his occupation as a common folk. We have several things here. He's common folk, so let me roll this. Then just a peasant. So is this whole group maybe a peasant? Let me see if we have another orphan. Okay, orphan, peasant. So they are just poor people that are hiding in this tower for some reason, and there are people looking for them. My PCs, they might not know about it, but as they spent a week in the city, the village, maybe they heard about it, right? So let's first roll. Let's see what they can roll here. We have, I think, Guile would be the right, because Guile is for gathering information. So I think I will roll Guile just to see if in the village when we were there, if the PCs they heard something about it. And I would say the DC is 10 and 18. So we, the group, the PCs heard about this group of people that flew. Okay, so we could have here some kind of opportunity to have money. So this is great, right? So yeah, it was some kind of work. So they heard about this group, but for now I would say that they only see this one guy. This one guy approached this group, or maybe I would say, let's roll census just to see if someone can see this guy. Maybe they are hiding. They've heard the PCs arriving the tower. They hide themselves somewhere. So the PCs, they were really tired. They rest. But in the morning, maybe someone saw them. And let's roll just a d4 to see who could be the person. Thomas, Phineas, Ragnar, and Willow. So it's Thomas, always Thomas. Thomas does not have any bonus on census. As these guys are hiding, I would say that it would be 15 in order to sense them first. So it's 3. So Thomas does not see anything. So actually it's a critical failure. And for this reason, I need to see if this group, or at least Fulk, would approach them, because I'm not sure about it. If they are hiding, I think that they wouldn't approach. So, and we could just skip this encounter. But let's see. With disadvantage, I'm going to roll 2d20s, and would this group, or at least Fulk, approach the PCs? And I would say that probably not, so I'm going to keep the lowest number. And the lowest number is 9. No, but some opportunity. Okay, so this group wouldn't approach them, but I think that this group, they do not know if our players are friendly or hostile. So I think that Fulk would keep his eyes on the group, giving the PCs an opportunity to sense their presence somehow. So now I'm going to roll again, and this is the last time to see if one of the PCs can see Fulk. And now it's going to be Phineas, and Phineas has a D4 in senses. Target number is still 15, meaning that it's a challenge task. Whoa, 23. So I would say that maybe they were in the morning packing their stuff to leave the castle, the tower, or maybe, yeah, because the group was hiding, maybe there is this trapdoor to the ground floor in the tower, and I think that the 4 people are hiding there, are hiding there, and Fulk is outside, just having a look. Maybe his plan is to, if he sees that the trapdoor is fine, if he sees that the group find the trapdoor, he will try to distract them, making noise outside to bring the PCs to outside of the tower. I think that was his plan when he saw the players. He didn't have too much time to think about a plan, so I think he's just there. And Phineas, let me see, would Phineas see the trapdoor or the or Fulk outside? Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is going to be the trapdoor. 4, 5, 6 is going to be Fulk. So he sees the trapdoor. So I think that they are packing their stuff, and then he removes some stuff, and then he sees this trapdoor. And I think that Phineas says, guys, I have found something here. And Thomas and Hagina Willow says, what have you found? Oh, I have found this trapdoor. And this is when Fulk sees this, and he tried to make some noise. I think that he throws a stone, or he yells in a direction, try to run another direction. He just makes some noise in order to grab the attention of the group. And I think as soon as Thomas and Phineas and Ragnar Willow, as soon the group, the PCs hear this sound, of course they just get their weapons and try to see what's going on. Let's see, maybe one of them, I think Willow definitely cannot go in battle. At least he cannot run or something like this. So he would stay maybe with Phineas. Maybe Ragnar, as he's brave, he looks at Thomas and says, "Thomas, come with me." And then they too go outside to see what's going on. Meanwhile, I think Phineas and Willow, of course, they see the trapdoor, but something could happen, so they just grab their weapons and keep their position in the tower. Okay, so maybe it's a good opportunity to bring these to the table. I've shared this in the past with you guys. I was really happy. We have some maps here, so I think I'm going to use these instead of drawing my map. So let me just grab the book, and it's huge, it's big. But yeah, I think this one illustrates really well what I'm trying to say here. So great, let's use this. So I'm going to have the group positioning. So I think that in the tower we have Willow, and we have Phineas there, and Thomas and Ragnar. They just move to this direction. So maybe, let's see. I do not have so many. I have some miniatures, but not so many. So this is going to be Fulk trying to hide. I imagine some bushes here, so maybe he throw the stone or something, or maybe he just make a noise here and move to this place, something like that. So I need that Ragnar makes a census roll to see if he can find Fulk, or maybe I can just roll a pose check, because both of them do not have any other die to add to this roll. So the blue one is going to be Ragnar, the purple one is going to be Fulk. Okay, so Ragnar does not go to Fulk, he moves to this direction. Thomas keep distance, looking for someone as well. So maybe another oppose check, and Thomas succeed. So as Ragnar is moving here, Thomas says, Ragnar, I see someone is there. So what would be the reaction of Fulk? So I can roll in the reaction table that we have in the system. Let's see. D20, and it's 15. A good outcome or favorable. So this guy is not a warrior. So he just stepped outside of the bushes and he says, sorry, I'm not a threat. And then these guys, okay, who are you? Oh, my name is Fulk. What are you doing here, Fulk? I just live here. What do you mean you live here? Says Ragnar. Do you live in the bushes? No, I don't mean that. I mean, I live here. I live nearby. Okay, so why were you hiding from us? And as they speak, they walk in the direction of Fulk. Just because I didn't know who you were, so I was afraid that you could be some kind of bandits. Bandits, you say? Do I look like a bandit? I'm an explorer. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for that. Oh, don't worry. So man, so feel free to go. You do not. We are leaving, so you do you need any help? No, I'm okay. So inside, I think, okay, Phineas and Willow, they see that they are talking to this guy. It's a skinny guy. He does not have any weapon, anything like this. So they see that he's not a threat. He's not a threat. So, but I believe that they are curious about the trapdoor, and they will check the trapdoor. So they need to go there, and as they go to the trapdoor, I'm going to ask the oracle, the fate table, if the trapdoor is locked, because they could have locked it from inside. So is the trapdoor locked? And the answer is yes. So I think Finesse says, okay, it doesn't seem to be a threat. So Willow, um, just keep your position. I'm going to check the trapdoor. And then I think Phineas tried to force, and the trapdoor is locked, so he cannot move it. I will try to force this. Of course, Phineas does not have strength, so it would be just a d20. And as it is locked, I would say that he needs to roll a 20 in order to open this trapdoor. Maybe the trapdoor is not so resistant. Maybe it's a little bit damaged. So, but even though even with this, he needs to roll really high. And the d20, he needs to roll 20. So let's see if Phineas can open the trapdoor. And the answer is no, because he rolled a 9. So yeah, it's locked, says Phineas. I can't open it. Okay, don't worry, says Willow. We can try to open this afterwards. Does anyone make a noise when Phineas tried to force this trapdoor? I'm not sure. Maybe we have 4 people there. Maybe we have a woman or a guy that is afraid of them, or maybe a child. So it could happen. So does anyone make a noise? 16, and the answer is yes. So I think when Phineas is forcing the trapdoor, he hear a voice, or not a scream, but a noise, and he immediately see that someone is there. Phineas says to Willow. Phineas said to Willow, Willow, I've heard something. There is someone there. Are you sure about this? Yes, I am. Okay, it could be a creature, or I'm not sure. And then I think Phineas says, is there someone there? Hello? Someone trapped there? Does anyone answer? I think no, they don't. But let's roll in the fate table with disadvantage, so the lowest number will be the one that I will pick. Does anyone reply, Phineas? Oh, 17. Both are 17, meaning yes, they reply back. And I believe that maybe a child says, yes, please don't hurt us. Hurt you? What? Why would I hurt you? Please, sir, we are just hiding. Please, open the trapdoor, says Phineas. We are not a threat. Believe me, if you need help, we are here to help. And then I believe that someone from inside unlocks the trapdoor. And yeah, so great. So I believe that they are all of them are reunited, and talking what's going on. I think they explain the reason. I do not know the reason for that, so maybe I should roll. Why do they flee? And for that, it's always good to have some kind of open table. And I have an open table here. I have never used this. Let me show you. This is a table that I got some time ago. I'm not sure if it's still available, but it says Dramatist of Mind, and this person created the sandbox tables. This is a person that plays, or at least played, a lot of Forbidden Lands, and he or she created these tables for their usage and shared these. And I just printed these pages because I'm I'm still considering of recording some Forbidden Land sessions in the channel. So this is the reason that I have written this. So, and they have this abstract table, and as is the one that is closest to me, I'm going to roll. And what we need to roll is basically a d6 6 and a d6. So for the d6 6, I'm going to have the blue one, the blue ones. So this is the first one, and this is the second one, and the purple one is going to be the d6. So let's see if we can find a reason. Why are they fleeing or hiding? We know that there is a bounty on their heads, or maybe capture, but 45 and column 2 is envy. Envy. Okay. Let's see something else. And 54. 54. Retreat. And envy retreat. Envy retreat. I think that these guys are really simple people, and maybe they had these, I would say, a small farm or a terrain, or yeah, this they have this farm, but I think that as the village is growing, maybe some rich people that are in this village, they wanted their lands, and yeah, for this reason they said, okay, you need to give them to me, or I'm going to kill you, or something like this. I'm not sure. Or maybe yes, maybe the only reason that this powerful person could get their lands was to try to lie about them. Maybe they lied that they stole something, or yeah, and then I believe that there is a whole family here, and they all had to flee because yeah, this guy lied about them, and then they had to flee, otherwise they would be killed. So the bounty right now is for their heads. And as we established, these the PCs heard about the bounty, but now they hear this story from Fook, and I think that I need to roll to see if he's lying or not. What could be the skill for that? There is no insight, so let me see in the skills descriptions. There he is. Okay. So senses, perception or awareness, Gaia, gather information or negotiating. Just to see if someone is telling the truth. I'm not sure what would be the right one, but I would say it's a senses check. Yeah, just to make sure that everyone in the party, or someone in the party really believes on them or not, or just maybe we could see that someone thinks that they are lying. So D20 and a D4 for Phineas, and the challenge rate is 10. And okay, so Phineas can clearly see that this guy is telling the truth. Willow as well, he's so confident, it's 22, so definitely this guy is telling the truth. Thomas is not so sure, almost 10, but he rolled an 8. And Ragnar believes on the group, on them as well. So the only one that is not sure is Thomas. Maybe he's inclined to okay, finally we can have some money, so just grab these people and bring them to justice. So if you did not, I think Thomas says this. Oh, so if you didn't have to flee, so if you didn't do anything wrong, why just retreat? It doesn't make sense. You could just argue with them and tell them that was a lie. But these guys just look at Thomas and say, Thomas, really? Do you think that these poor people uh, would would uh, would uh, would succeed in it? Uh, Probably these guys would just support the powerful and the rich people. So sorry, man, you were wrong. And I think that the group just decides to leave these peasants or this family alone in the tower. They just get back their stuff. I think Fulk he says, "Thank you, I appreciate your understanding, and I will be here. But yeah, if you need something," and of course they do not have anything to give to them, so he just say thank you a lot. And then the group decides to leave and move forward to another hex. So let me just remove these from here, and let's go back to our hex exploration. So we are currently here. I need to roll to see the weather. As soon as I find my weather hex, it's here. So we are, let me roll here. So we are here, and the weather, oops, it's not this, it's 2d6. And 8 means that we go here. It's still sun with clouds. And the terrain was this one. And a 4 means we go north, by the way. Yeah. And a 4 and a 5, so we have light forest again. So here we have light forests. So let's see if we find something. Oh, first, let's roll navigate with a d6. 16. Okay, we succeed. Travel with no delay, so we can reach here. So it was morning, and in the afternoon we reached this. The beginning of the afternoon we reached these hex. 2d12s. Actually, I need to take notes here. I think it was boy and encounter. So I think it was 3 and 2, if I'm not wrong. I just lost my notes from the last session. So the purple one is for point of interest, and the blue one is for encounter. And okay, nothing. So I can just increase these 4 and 3. And they can still move to the north. I'm always leaving the map, so I'm going to this direction right now, just to see. Let's grow again to the 6, and oops, it's not the d6, to the 6. So we are here, and 6 we go down. So blanks, just blanks, and let's see if we find something here. Purple, point of interest and encounter. Point of interest and encounter. Nothing. Great. So it's 5 and 4. Okay. So now we can move to, let's just go back, or maybe go south They are just exploring, but yeah, it's been few days. Now they need to rest actually. It's night already, so they need to make camp. This is the what we need to do. So let's make camp. And 13. As it's plains, it's easy to make camp, no problem at all. I'm going to roll if we have an encounter during the night. 12. No, we don't. So they pass the night, they walk through the forest, and then they walk through these plains. They and then they when they are almost leaving, and maybe I will just generate this terrain just to make sure what it is. It's a 5 and 5. It's a dense forest. So they see here dense forest. So, but let me from the plains, maybe we could choose, right? Maybe I've been doing this wrong. Maybe I should generate all the hexes around these in order to choose where I would like to go. Maybe, but I haven't been doing this. But I can still improve my game. Yeah, but let's go here. This is a dense forest, and they make camp, they sleep, they eat. Maybe someone could hunt just to save some rations. Let's see. Thomas is making camp. Someone else needs to hunt. It could be Phineas or Willow. I think Phineas. Phineas would hunt. 21. Great. So they found food. They find food, definitely. And then we move to this next hex. And I need to navigate. 21. Great. So we come here. I could have a point of interest if I wish, and actually I wrote a point of interest already. So let's check what we find here in this hex, in this forest. It's a dense forest. Just me. What is the page? 23. Is it 23? Yes, it is 23. So let's roll a d20 first. 1 is a construction. Okay, what kind of construction it is? It's a thriving or busy. This is the description, but what it is outpost or building. So I think we have outposts here. Thriving, if I'm not wrong. I think what they see here, they find this point of interest. Let's just see what is some features for it, because I have an idea, but I would like just to confirm this. So let's roll the 20. Number 10 says unusual but known trail. Okay. And 18, unusual weather area. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay. So what I think is we find here is it's like a not another village, but I would say it's an outpost. Is people from the village, maybe the guards, or not the it's a militia. I'm not sure what defends this village, but maybe they are expanding their area by building an outpost here. So we have some guys working in the forest, maybe cutting down some trees. It's a dense forest, and they are working in this area. Yeah, and I think that's it. So how they react to our explorers, I can just roll in the reaction table, and they are favorable. So a good outcome. So I think we have an opportunity here. We are explorers. Um, Maybe they've met other explorers, so we have a good time. We talk. We spend some time here, I think. So yeah, let's move on to the next hex. So maybe now it doesn't make sense to go here because yeah, we we've met some people here as well um, in the past in the lake. Some group of explorers too. Actually, it was a group of researchers we met in the lake. So yeah, but it's not the same group. But this is a known route. Not for our group yet, but I believe that they see, okay, so this is an area that they are already populating, so it doesn't make sense to be here. Let's just move on to this hex. So we are currently in a dense forest, and 5 is swamp and forest, swampy forest. So this is a swampy forest. I need to roll the weather as well. And 7, it's hot. So sunny, and hot. So they need to drink water. They have water. And we are here. So let me roll. This one need to be 1 right now because we already had the point of interest. So let me roll point of interest encounter. We have an encounter here. Let's see what encounter we have. Random encounters. Page 36. Let's roll some d20s. So it's going to be 19, an ally NPC. Great. His motivation is searching or discovering. 5, they are defensive. And complication 17. Subject is hidden. Okay, we find here the group of researchers that we have found in the past. So what I think here is that they are searching or discovering, meaning that actually there is a point of interest here too. And I'm going to roll. Let me just write the construction outposts before I forget. So I'm going to roll for a point of interest in this hex too, because this is what they are researching. Or maybe I could roll for adventure site. Yes, an adventure site. I'm going to roll an adventure site here. So adventure site. Let's see what it's going to be. So the first thing that I need to check is, let me show this to you all. Let's clean up the mess. So the first thing is adventure site table, type table, and then we have the theme table. So let's roll. The purple one is going to be the type, and the blue one is going to be the theme. 6 and 6. So we have a dungeon, vault, enchanted dungeon or vault. Okay, let me say enchanted dungeon or vault. Not sure yet. let's roll geography. Choose coast or lake. So there is a lake. There is a lake in these hacks as well. And 19 says a tomb, a crypt, or place of dead. So the dungeon is a crypt, or I would say just place of dead. Because, yeah, so let's roll again. Now that we have the type table, I can just go to dungeon and vote site to see what it is. So let's roll 2d20s. The purple one is going to be the first. 19 is slippery, and 15 is statue. Slippery statue. So if I'm not wrong, slippery means it could be mossy, some moss, as it is close to a lake. Just write this down. Slippery and statue. I think that there is these statues outside, and this is the type, and I can go to the theme tables now, and the theme was enchanted. So enchanted. 18 wicked. Ooh, wicked. And 13 portal. Okay. So this is the adventure side. It's an enchanted dungeon close to a lake, and it's a place of dead. Slippery. Slippery, I think, means that it is really close to a lake. Maybe there is moss, or there are moss. I'm not sure how to say this properly. A lot of mosses in the area, so it could be dangerous. And I think maybe there is a tunnel, and there is this statue, maybe covered in moss as well. And we do not know, the players actually do not know that inside of that place there is some kind of wicked magic or portal there. I think that as it is a place of dead, maybe this place was protected by some kind of magic to hold the dead inside. And probably what is going to happen here is that we have this group of researchers that we have met already, and they are trying to open or going into this dungeon. So let's see what happens in the next session when I will try to build this dungeon and see how things go. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, watching this video, and see you next time. Bye bye.